Yo, what is up, guys? Steven G here, and this is exactly how you could go from average to a badass motherfucker in 10 minutes. I'll walk you through this presentation. I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of my story in just 10 minutes. Each and every day that you dedicate to doing this routine, this method, you'll become a badass motherfucker, no doubt about it. Let's get right into it. All right, so here we are in the Miro board. How to go from average to badass in 10 minutes. For me, I gotta explain a little bit of my story so you guys can understand a little bit better. For me, I started off as the skinny, insecure kid, obviously eating all the junk food like most of you probably are right now. Yes, I was taking my shirt off at the beach, at the pool, but I still felt extremely insecure by doing so. It wasn't something that I wanted to do, and I did it just because I felt like I had to, but I felt extremely insecure within the way I looked because I was always the smallest person in the room. My arms were literally noodle arms, and it was just a place in life where that like I didn't want to have that physique. I didn't want to have that physique, but every time I tried to actually work out, tried to do anything about it, I would just fail because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But throughout that whole journey, I just ended up getting into the streets, getting influenced by my environment, the shit that came through with the streets, the people I was hanging out with, and all that. Right? Ended up getting locked up. Came home, obviously a little bit bigger, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Came home a little bit bigger because I was trying to become that person that I always wanted to be, and I wanted to do that through exercise. Obviously, as I life kept going on, I just went right back into the same old habits, into the same bad habits, throwing guns up, having drinks, vaping, smoking weed, all that. The same degenerate habits and all that. And what did that lead to? What did that lead to? Because a lot of you guys think, oh yeah, well you're in shape because you went to jail and you got extremely shredded in there or whatever. Like, no, I didn't really get shredded at all in there. I was only limited to what I could actually eat. So, and then even at that, when I did come home, I went back to the same shit, and in return, I reaped what I sow, like a lot of people say, right? I gained a whole bunch of weight back. I was looking fucking sloppy, broke out crazy because all I was doing was sleeping out late, partying, clubbing, chasing bitches, drinking, eating a whole bunch of junk food and all that. And in return, I reaped what I sowed. So I was engaging in a whole bunch of negative habits. So in return, I got a whole bunch of negative consequences in turn of that. Now, what changed? I noticed that I obviously did. My self confidence went through the ground. Now, what changed? I obviously knew something had to change, but what actually changed that allowed me to actually become this person right here? Higher energy levels, shredded, clear skin, highly motivated, disciplined, unstoppable. Right? What happened? This is the 10 minutes that's gonna turn you into a badass. Just following this, and it's the reset method. I constantly talk about this because it's so fucking powerful. Five goals that drive you. A four-step morning routine that you follow each and every fucking day consistently, and five daily tasks that allow you to get closer to those five goals. So for me, write this shit down because this is really, really essential. This is what's actually gonna allow you to change your life. So for me, I knew something had to change and I wanted to focus more on developing myself and developing my physique at the same time. So, what was my morning routine consisted of, right? I had my goals. I wanted to get shredded. I wanted to have clear skin. I wanted to build my business and a couple other things, right? Now, my four-step morning routine now is obviously way bigger than what it was when I first started, right? It's probably like 6 or 7 step morning routine. But for you guys, stick to a four-step morning routine because the more shit you add on to it, the harder it's going to be for you to actually stick to it. So when I first started, my morning routine was simple. I would pray, I would journal, I would do 50 push-ups, and I would listen to an audiobook. That's it. That's it. I would pray, I would journal, I would do 50 push-ups, and I would listen to an audiobook. Now it's a little bit different. I added a couple other things. For you, it might be something like wake up 2 hours earlier, wake up at 4 in the morning, pray, journal, do go on a run or something like that, right? Your four-step morning routine has to be something that actually puts you closer to the person you want to become. Now, your five daily tasks should be something that completely allowed you to get closer to those five goals. So for me, I wanted to get shredded. So one of my daily tasks was to do 30 minutes of cardio every day. And on the days that I didn't go to the gym, I'll do 1 hour of cardio. Was to show up to the gym every day, 5 days a week, right? Your five daily tasks need to push you closer to those five goals. So if you have business goals, you have goals of moving up in your job and whatever, building a business, whatever, those five daily tasks should move you closer to those goals. So for example, building a online business, I gotta post videos. So one of my daily tasks was post 3 YouTube videos per week, post two reels every day, and things of that nature, right? Now, what did that do following this reset method, which you literally takes 10 minutes each day? Your four-step morning routine takes 10 minutes to do each and every morning. You need that morning for yourself. You need that morning to get mentally clear. Now, following this routine every day, what it allowed me to do was to get shredded. I don't know why it says not. It allowed me to get super shredded. It allowed me to become super consistent. It allowed me to gain purpose and to clear up all my fucking acne. Look at that. Just following a simple routine. Then it all starts. The most important one, if you're gonna do any of these, just one, do the four-step morning routine. Do the four-step morning routine because that's what's gonna allow you to start growing mentally, physically, and spiritually. And if you want suggestions from me, what that morning routine should look like, it should have some type of meditation or prayer. It should have some type of journaling, self development. It should have some type of physical activity, whether it's push ups, go outside on a walk, or do some cardio, do some burpees. And it should have some type of reading that you're doing, something that's meaningful. And I know weird hood books, but something meaningful, something that's allowing you to grow. So follow this routine. Trust me, follow it. If you're gonna pick one of them, only one of them, do the four-step morning routine. But if you put all of them together, you'll become a badass motherfucker in no time. All right? So stick with this. Grind, put in the work, and make sure you subscribe and comment